Hey guys, EBP Man here. Are you considering a screen protector for your iPhone 10? Check this one out. This is a product brought to us by Dendrobates. And over the last several days, if not weeks, we've been seeing drop tests on the iPhone 10. And you've been seeing them crack very easily. Even CNET did a recent drop test where just 3 feet and the screen cracked. So highly recommend having some form of screen protector. Now there are several screen protector types in the market. There's the tempered glass screen protector, and then there's also the film-based protectors. Well, this is kind of like a third category. This is a product that is called soft glass. So it's not quite glass, but it's also not quite the film protector. Let's take a look at it. All right, so now taking a closer look at the product, you can see that it's substantially thicker than standard film. It's considered soft glass, and it's going to cover your phone and protect it from fingerprints, from facial oils. It's not going to impact the clarity whatsoever, and it's going to do a really nice job of staying on your screen without creating any kind of bubbles. I've had these protectors on some of my phones, and they've been very durable, very resistant to scratches, and more importantly, what it does is it gives you that extra protection to protect your phone in the event that it does drop. So let's see what's involved. Now in the box you're going to find a couple screen protectors. You're going to find this installation tool. This is your squeegee, microfiber towel, dust removals, and then an alcohol wipe. Alright, so to install the screen protector, pretty simple exercise. All you got to do is make sure that you're in a dust-free environment, and that means no fan, no air, no central heat running. We're going to go ahead and wipe down the screen. We'll remove, even if this is brand new, so if this was right out of the box iPhone, I would still recommend that you wipe it down. You want to do that because you never know what kind of adhesives are on there, and it's always safe just to start out with a screen that is really nice and clean. I would even, for the sake of just having a clean surface, I would even wipe your hands with the actual alcohol wipe just to make sure you don't have any oils on there. Just to make sure that you're on the safe side. So I'm going to wipe this down, and then we're going to dry this up with the microfiber towel, and then start positioning our screen. Alright, so the screen looks good. Now one thing I did is I like, when I'm dealing with these type of protectors, to have a case on the phone before I put on the protector. The reason why I like putting it on there is so that I have something to look at my alignment. I don't want the screen protector to be too low or too high, so I use this as a guide. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the protector, now that that's clean, and I'm going to remove, there's two tabs here, right? This is the first tab. So this is the front, and then this is the back. So I'm going to remove the back, and this is the part that will adhere to the screen that we're going to lay down there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out just like this, and then continue to work it down. And then I'm going to look at how I will align it here, and then work with that. Alright, so now let me show you what I've done so far. Now, I haven't pressed the screen protector down completely. I've just started here at the top, and I ran my fingers here through the side just to look at and see that the alignment is correct on each side. I don't want to put it all the way down because I want to make sure that this is going to be to my liking. I'm also going to check and see that it doesn't come up all the way over here. Notice how it's coming down a little bit too low. So what I'm going to do is adjust this and bring it a little bit higher. And you'll do that until you're really comfortable with the positioning of the screen protector. Alright, so now let's take a closer look at what I've done. Again, all I was doing is aligning it where I was comfortable here at the very top, and then going over the sides without placing it down because it's pretty thick, to ensure that I was comfortable with the positioning. Now, this is the result. You notice how I have a gap on the bottom, a gap on the top, and you notice how I have the gaps on the side. That's why I go with the case on. There are other products from this company that have a guide. I wish it had that same guide, because if it had the guide it would be a lot easier to align it. So they have one of these things where you could put the phone in and then just align it. That doesn't, not the case with this one in particular. But so once you're comfortable with that alignment and you feel good about where it's positioned, now the next thing is to just use a squeegee. And all I'm going to do is go over with the squeegee, and I'm looking for any kind of resistance. If there is any kind of lint that is pushing back when I'm going over it, I don't want to do it over too hard, and you want to work the bubbles out. So You don't want the bubbles in the center, so you'll just work down just like this until you can get the bubbles away. So I would work away, and as long as it's going away, you see how it's kind of flattening out, you're okay. And here, these that are right here, I'm just going to work them down. And you don't have to really press too hard. All you're doing is just pushing the bubbles out and getting them together. That's going to be the safest thing. So I'm going to continue to work these out just as I'm doing right here, and then we'll come back. So now that I've worked out all the bubbles, and it just looks like I have one right here, all I'm going to continue to do is just rub them out. Make sure that there isn't any lint under there. We'll take a look at that in a couple seconds. What I'm going to do is lift up this second portion. So I'm going to pull like this. And this is where you're going to see more of the soft finish, so you won't have any kind of resistance. And you can see what that looks like right there. So I'm going to just continue to work these areas right here that need just some pushing down. And we'll see how this looks right here. And just push again. You're pushing away so that any air pockets come out. You don't want to go towards it because then you'll lift up the protector. Okay. So let's turn this off so you can see what this looks like. So there you have it. There's some areas right here that I'm going to continue to work out. You can see that a little bit right here. If I press down right here, we'll go ahead and use this guy right here to push that way. And we'll continue to do that. But that's what it looks like. Now here's another tip. Make sure that you don't ever, as you're lining your protector, that you don't drag. If you drag, the adhesive itself is going to shift, and then it will not stick correctly. So this is a lifting exercise. So you're going to lift and raise as you're doing your adjustment. And if you do it, you're going to have this kind of experience. Now this is what it looks like. The actual screen seems to be very clear. Let me go ahead and log in. Doesn't feel like there's any drag. I do have a little portion right there that I have a small bubble, but besides that, everything else looks great. So this concludes my installation and review of this soft glass protector for the iPhone X. If you have any comments or questions about this product, leave it in the comment area below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.